This is my final presentation for IAH 206, and my client country is New Zealand. And these are the vulnerabilities happen in New Zealand. For example, the first hazard is drought, and the main exposure is in the eastern areas. And the ecological effect is that plants and crops need water to grow. However, in this area, the dry area, they cannot live without water. So this can cause the plants to die. And the economic effect that is that the farmers, they make lives on the crops, and when the crops cannot grow on the drought area, so which will cut down their income. And these are more hazards. And this is the economy before the industrialization in New Zealand. And the main income in New Zealand is offshore European farm, which is exported wool and dairy products, and imported to finished manufactured consumers and raw materials. And this is the introduction of European trade, early European trade. Here's industrialization in New Zealand. Actually, the New Zealand is a country which execute deindustrialization, but there are only just small area of manufacturing, and this manufacturing is in two portions: farming processing and resource processing. The farming processing is including dairy factory that make butter and cheese, freezing work, prepared meat, and the resource processing is factory for steel and aluminum production, oil and gas conversion, and timber processing. And the reason for the industrialization is the industrial mechanism did not apply to New Zealand. Generally, New Zealand agriculture is a very productive part of the economy, whereas a major food exporter to New Zealand farming is not as pressed by the diminished share of foodstuff in local final consumption. The second reason is that there are manufacturing products where transport cost has been so high that they're located close to their consumers. Their agriculture and farming could bring the most benefit to it. And this is a graph to show the urbanization. And this column is percent, and this column is the